I'm at Grange Moor in Yorkshire and I'm visiting, well, I've been competing in the National Pop Championships organised by Steve Burdin and Ray Marshall. Today is the final and 5 teams are battling out the last round for the prize, and we've got Ray and Steve here with us, and quite honestly I'd like to ask these guys lots of questions. But first off, Ray, were you ever kind of surprised at the high standard which you achieved here?
I was actually, yeah, because I didn't think anybody knew sort of the same sort of stuff as I knew until I met these guys, and they're just fabulous. They know sort of what I know, really.
Steve, is there ever a moment where you wish that you and Ray were competing against these guys?
Well, to be honest, I'd like to compete in it every year, because we've looked around over the whole country and we can't find a quiz that's equal to this or anything near to it. But I would love to play, yes.
How far the teams come today to compete? The 7 teams come today, I believe, to complete on the final day, yeah?
I think the furthest is the London area, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do normally have a team from Scotland come, but they couldn't make it this year. We've in the past we've had a team from Belgium, haven't we?
I take it these guys must take the day off work for this.
I presume they do,
From
yeah.
the standard,
yeah.
Do you think they take the year off work to kind of listen to the record collection?
Well, if you're a lover of music and you're a lover of quizzes, put the two together, and then you discover guys like us. I mean, going back to the mid-1980s when we used to do our own quizzes in pubs, we were just fed up, I suppose, with the same teams winning, and that's how the national quizzes were born, really.
How long have you been doing the national quiz for?
Well, we did the first one 1992, which was an individual, and from then on we've done a yearly team event, haven't we?
We're at the halfway stage in tonight's final round, which is a strictly written down round. We've seen some of it earlier. Is the Imperial, who's in the lead at the halfway stage?
I think the lead's just changed for the 4th time tonight, and Dave Gill's team, The Right Mix, are now leaders after a maximum in the top of the flops round, 20 out of 20.
Incredible that none of these songs ever charted.
Not a single one.
When I go into pub quizzes and I get bored with the who had a number 1 this type of question, don't say anything about Donna Summer, by the way, which I didn't manage to call last time I was in, too nervous about the opposition. Do you think these people pick them up, or do you think they actually go for it and learn it, or maybe both?
Well, maybe some of them are not as old as me, because I remember them from when they were actually on the programme, you know. But a lot of them do. They read books and they watch old clips, and they're just keen.
Yeah, it's the keenness of it, I think. They're all collectors, they're all mad on quizzes. Once you get the bug for competing at a national level in pop music quizzes, then you just learn and learn and learn. It's been the same for us.
I found playing here the equivalent of being invited to play golf with some top golfers. Even though I enjoy the game, I really underestimated the standard which we were playing. What would you say to anybody who's contemplating entering next year, who perhaps looks at, I think, round 4, the trivia round, which I filmed all the way through, and which you've seen earlier on, and is daunted by the prospect of competing against these guys?
You've got to start somewhere, haven't you? You know, obviously they're not going to do very well the first time, but to be honest, some of these teams, when they first came, they were also around.
Well, you look at the team in the final tonight, the Amigos. First year they came in, 3 years ago, they didn't qualify for the semi-finals even. But the last 2 years they've made the final, so it can be done.
You don't give up. That's the thing. You just don't give up. Keep going.
Can we look forward to another competition springtime next year?
Oh, every year, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. We'd like to give you telephone numbers while we're here, so people can...
Well, we've got a email address.
Go to northernpopquizzes.com to check out the website. You can telephone 01924 849 225 or 01625 520 879 to contact Northern Pop Quizzes direct.
Ray, Steve, thanks very much. It's a fantastic competition. If anybody's watching this, I thoroughly recommend you contemplate scouring the pubs in your area for the people who are a bit handy at the pop music, and stop listening to Pop Masters on Radio 2 and start taking things real seriously. This is real deep. Consequently, it's dynamic, it's interesting, and you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Steve.
This voice.
We went to Decca, and I can remember walking into Decca, and I just had a guitar in my hand, that's all, and in this like old case. It wasn't even a case, it was like a fold-up thing that just wrapped around it, and he asked Dick Rowe, would Dick listen to me, and he said yeah, after the session.
And we start with married secretly.
24, good score.
Have
have been
Top score so far, and Dream
the
On.
Rock and Roll
30.
Hall of Fame.
Excellent.
Just the artist will do. 1950s, the American charts have the real name Ronald Hume. Which disco singer was the song Holiday originally intended before she turned it down and it was given to Madonna? Question 9. Keith Albarn, the father of Burdin, was the manager of which 60s rock group? Question 10. Question 10 is another voice. Okay, we've got a few voices in tonight. Here's another one for you.
First of all, figure out whether you have anything worth saying.
Question 11. What is the link between Chas Chandler, Denny Lane and Hank Marvin? Who were the first group to score a hit on the Rack record label? Who was the first group to score a hit on the Rack record label? This one.
I saw a pretty young girl at Marconi's one night, asked her to join April and me at a table. Her name was Cher LaPierre, and Cher and I dated a few times, and I would take her to Phil sessions.
The current album is Trip the Light Fantastic. This one.
We'd be sitting in the lobby waiting to go in there, and we'd need hand claps. Whoever was there, the Supremes, me, whoever was sitting around, would run in and do hand claps. We'd never hand up for money because there wasn't any. Or do I did foot stomps on Baby Love with a guy named Michael Albano and Brian. We had an old work board out there. We all did plunk, plunk, plunk. Where Did Love Go and Baby Love. We did foot stomps on this old board. Have you ever seen?
Our winners with 239 outright, 239 points, the Imperial A team.
Yeah, very good indeed. We've done it at last. 5 years since the last one outside with some guys. We're going to call you up in that order. First, a big hand then for the Imperials to come up to collect your winners' medals.
Oh, I've got confusing tonight.
Well done, Dave. Congratulations.
Got Dave Bastable here, who's the captain of the victorious Imperial A team. Where have you come from, David, today?
From Halzone in the West Midlands.
And when was the last time you won this quiz?
I think it was 3 years ago. We won 4 years in a row. We haven't won the last couple of years.
What has amazed me is the high standard, which was unexpected. I never realised this kind of thing existed. Did you do anything like this anywhere else?
We got our local league. We play amongst ourselves every couple of weeks. So.
Would you like to say who contributed most to your team this season apart from yourself?
Oh well, joint effort. You know, there's Keith Williams, Phil, and Ian Johnson. Okay. So all different things.
How many years have you been competing in this particular competition?
We've been coming up here since 1992. Although there was a big gap before it continued, but. I think we like to pretend we don't, but we do really. You know, it's very it's a bit anal, but
okay.
We do.
Personal questions, which may go on that not.
Go on.
First single bought. Crash the blood of every first single everybody in the world ever bought apart from
it wasn't too bad. I think it was the one Hold Your Hand by the Beatles.
Cool. And favourite record?
Probably I could name 100 rather than one, but The Colours by the Men They Couldn't Hang.
And if you had tickets to go and see a band tomorrow and take your entire team, taking into account your liking of that particular group or act, and perhaps the fact that your team may not have seen it and you might be giving them a good education, which band would you like to go and see tomorrow?
Oh, blimey. I'd probably, I don't know, Arctic Monkeys probably. The others wouldn't like that, but I'd go for that.
How many times during this quiz today do you think you'd lost it?
Oh, all the while. I mean, the league kept changing every round. It's only when they had that American round, and Keith's very good on that we went ahead, but up till then it was really close. So.
Well, in the end you won by a few clear points, I think, 8 out of 10?
Yeah, I think it was 14 or something come to the last round, so about the same.
Ended up being a stroll in the park here. Many congratulations on a magnificent victory against an absolutely fantastic team. Thanks for talking to Dave and good luck in the future.
Thanks very much, thank you.